Awe-inspiring action, death-defying stunts, exotic locations, nefarious villains, and ancient artifacts. These are the reasons why our nation has become obsessed with the bombastic film serial, The Adventures of Mitch McCracken. Week by week, filmgoers such as yourselves flock to the local movie theater to enjoy each exciting new installment. But I need not tell you all this because you all are huge fans of The Adventures of Mitch McCracken, aren't you? I assume so. Though there's perhaps one thing that you did not know. These films aren't just pulp stories cooked up by Hollywood. They're based on true events. Now, you all know of Nick Finch, Mitch McCracken's loyal companion who accompanies him on every adventure. Well, I am the real Nick Finch, and I've accompanied Mitch on many adventures over the years. Now, throughout this decade of the 1930s, Hollywood has put our adventures on the silver screen. But due to limited budgets, rudimentary effects, and puritanical sensibilities, they have failed to capture them in their true glory. Well, let's see. For example, in Mitch McCracken and the Ruby Staff, when Mitch enters the Chamber of Terror, he faces a room full of cobras. In the film, at least. But in real life, he faced much more terrifying creatures. Can you guess what those creatures were?
Cockroaches, butts.
I heard cockroaches, platypi, and butts. Yes, those were all very astute and accurate guesses. Cockroaches swarm the floors of the chambers. Platypi, with their tails whipping them up to show us their quite plump butts. For some reason, the films could not source the platypi for these scenes, though they had plenty of cockroaches. Let's see another example. In Mitch McCracken and the Sapphire Compass, Mitch and I had to brave the treacherous tundra where there was a fierce hailstorm falling upon us. In the film, at least. In real life, can you guess what much more treacherous obstacle we faced?
Cannibals?
Frog ring. Snow.
This side of the audience is really on it. I heard cannibals. Yes, it was not hail raining from the sky. It was cannibals parachuting in from an airplane, mouths open, forks at the ready, stabbing at us. We had to dodge this way and that to avoid their gnarled teeth. One more example. Let's see in Mitch McCracken and the Emerald Crown. The villainous LaRue perished when she fell from the horrendous cliff. In the film, at least. But in real life, what much more horrendous fate did LaRue face?
Food poisoning.
Quicksand, yes. We watched from a distance as she slowly sank, lower and lower, her face pale due to the food poisoning. And one last burp, and she was sucked down. For some reason, the films could not capture that 3-hour event of her slowly sinking. But so you see, the films don't hold a torch to the real events. And that's why I, Nick Finch, have gathered you all here to regale you with the 100% true tales of the adventures of Mitch McCracken. Now, which story to tell? There's so many, so little time. Perhaps I could use the help from a junior adventurer out there in the audience. If you would like to help me choose the adventure that I'm going to tell you about tonight, raise your hand to come join me on the stage. I know you are all brave. Let's see, I hear some rustling over here. Treachery, oh wait. There's some pointing, I see people hands. here. Now, junior adventurer, what is your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, are you ready to help me decide what quest we're about to hear tonight?
As long as it all ends in death, absolutely.
That is quite the thing to live up to. Well, Ryan, stand right here. Bring out the artifacts. Ryan, I want you to bring me the one that speaks to you the most. The quest for the totem. That's my favorite adventure. Let's give a big round of applause for Ryan. You've all no doubt seen the film based on the quest for the totem. Now the film picks up at the tail end of our last adventure before we go after the totem. And in that picture, it was set in a forest. But in real life, it was a much more unique location that we were in. Can you guess what that was?
The dentist
Underwater.
office.
Mount Everest. Roller skating rink.
Let's see, I heard the dentist's office. That is correct. Over here, a waiting area, many people. Cavities galore in the 1930s. Drills whirring. The dentist was all set up. Right here. His hand quivering. And coming out from the bathroom, fresh off a root canal, was none other than Mitch McCracken!
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Mitch, you really gotta stop getting socked in the jaw all the time.
And it's all those sweets. Nick, this is it. This is the place. I can feel it. The map led us here, and I think that the ancient tomb of the Vikings lies under this dentist's office.
Well, that's why we came all the way to Scandinavia for your root canal. And that's why I tied up the doctor.
You never can be too safe.
Cruel way to tie me up. Just like a patient.
Quiet, you. You're going to be the laughing gas.
Will it be?
He definitely knows the way into the chamber.
I'm never talking. Nothing you can do.
Oh, really?
That's right.
How often do you floss?
Mitch, you wouldn't!
You wouldn't. You wouldn't dare floss me.
I need the amber jewel of Eric the Red, and I'm not afraid to do what it takes to get it.
Unless you know my gums are flawless. Do your worst.
We'll see about that. Say ah. A little bit of blood here, huh?
A little blood of blood never hurt me.
Oh, really? Looks like you need the water pick.
The water bit, no!
Tell me,
My tonsil suit!
where's the entrance to the tomb? There's got to be a secret button to push around here. Spit.
It's under my chair.
Dang! I should have checked before I tied him up there.
That's all right. It's a mechanized chair. Help me with this crank. And there it is. But, Nick, we've got to be quick because O'Keefe's men could be here at any time. Follow me.
What about me?
More floss. Keep quiet, you. I've always wanted to do that.
Mitch, down there I smell something. It smells like laughing gas.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Nick, this is great. We're so close.
You're telling me.
Nick, before we get there, I wanted to tell you something.
This way.
Right, yes. Well, as we were preparing for the mission this morning,
Sounds hilarious.
I was getting our gear together, and I accidentally looked through your bag, and I found some love letters. They were from my kid sister, Daisy, to you. Isn't that funny?
Yes, Mitch, I have to tell you something, pal.
What is it, Nick? Because I know we've been best friends for a long time, and we wouldn't keep secrets from each other, right?
I have been secretly seeing your sister, Daisy.
My kid sister, huh?
I think we're out of the laughing gas. Yes, I'm sorry, Mitch. I am sorry. I didn't tell you. I was just worried that you'd get very upset, and then you'd binge more candy, you'd get more root canals, you'd get angry with me. I'm really
Nick,
sorry.
it's just, well, you know, we've been on a lot of adventures, and we've had a lot of times together, and, well, frankly, you're a bit of a womanizer.
What can I say, Mitch?
This is my point, Nick. Daisy's not just some notch on your belt, okay?
Right. Yes, of course, Mitch.
I'm very protective of my sister.
I know. I've seen the other men that she's dated, or the graves at least.
Well, what do you mean by that? Okay. Come on.
Mitch, I want to assure you that when I
Hold on.
feel for her...
Be careful of this giant cavity. We've got to figure out a way to get across. What were you saying?
Mitch, perhaps this could help. I got her this nice lace scarf for our 3-month anniversary.
3 months, Nick. When were you going to tell me? The wedding day?
It's good material, right?
Yeah. Quality item. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Good.
Now,
Ripped. Oh, man.
Now watch out. The Vikings were well known to place death traps in their final chambers. If I'm correct, this is the Hall of the Swinging Axes. Oh, there they are.
You're right, Mitch.
And we've activated them. Now, Nick, it's a little dark in there. You have your flashlight. I'm gonna need you to help guide me through because I'm gonna be flying a bit blind and I'm gonna have to trust you, Nick. Can I trust you, Nick?
Yes, Mitch.
All right. Stay here. Help me time it out.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay.
All right, I'm partway through.
Okay. 1, 2. Well, Mitch,
What?
question. Would you maybe give me permission to ask your sister to marry me?
To marry you? Isn't this all happening so fast, Nick?
Yes.
Well, we gotta talk about this later, okay?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go, hurry. Mitch, I can't see you. What's going on?
There's someone in here.
Who dares disturb the resting place of Eric the Red?
It's me, Mitch McCracken. I'm here for the Amber Jewel.
The Amber Jewel is only for the true of hearts. Only a person who does not keep secrets from his friends shall have it.
Very well then. I'm your man. I've always been honest with my friends.
I stopped the axes.
Good thing.
Grab the jewel if you dare, but know this. If you harbor a secret from those who love you, this shall not be a blessing but a curse.
Well, no problem. Like I said, I've got nothing to hide.
Think very carefully.
Mitch?
No, I've got nothing to hide.
Mitch McCracken, are you hiding something from me?
No time! We gotta go! Don't worry, Nick. Mitch McCracken will not die today! Damn it, the scarf ripped! The scarf ripped! Don't worry, I've got more floss! Rolling chambers are laughing at us! Oh, we might die! I'm not kidding, we might die! Oh no, it's O'Keefe's man! Stop right there! Catch!
And we'll see you again in 6 months.
And so, with the jewel intact, Mitch and I returned to the States. Now, Mitch McCracken was very fond of his younger sister, Daisy, and they would often go to a location to meet. Now, in the films, of course, this was a nice picnic table in a park. But in real life, it was a much more unique location. Can you guess where that was? I heard cemetery. Yes, that is correct. In a cemetery, mourners gathering around graves, willow trees devoid of leaves, and Mitch McCracken and his younger sister, quite a knockout, Daisy.
It's always so peaceful here.
I still can't believe Dad is gone.
You know, at least he got to be buried right next to Mom. Daisy, I've always felt extra protective of you since they've been gone.
Well, you are my big brother after all.
And, well, I'd like to think that we're open and honest with each other, that we could tell each other anything.
Of course.
So, when are you going to tell me about Nick?
Mitchie, I was gonna tell you, but you were gonna do that big brother thing where you're gonna tell me, no, it's too fast, he's your friend, and I just couldn't take it.
I know him. He's a great guy, but look, he leads a life of danger, adventure.
So do you!
Hey, he's got a new woman in every port. I just don't want you to get wrapped up in this life. I mean, I feel guilty enough being out on these adventures all the time, leaving you here.
Then take me with you.
Are you kidding? That's way too dangerous, Daisy.
You act like I'm a porcelain doll. You think that I have to be protected from this world. I know things, I've seen things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, this one time I went to the movies and they cut the guy's throat open. It was gruesome, I tell you.
I saw that one. Daisy, that's a movie, okay? It's a lot different when it's real life and the knife is at your throat.
Mitchie, I just feel like you don't trust me.
Well, you make it a little hard when you and Nick are running around behind my back. Daisy, don't look now. I think we're being watched. I noticed some people following us on the way over. I didn't think anything of it, but, well, just relax, play cool.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Sure is.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
Pardon the intrusion. You are
What do you want?
Mr. Mitch McCracken, and this be your sister Daisy McCracken.
How do you know our names?
Andrew, please. Andrew, my assistant here. Allow me a moment to rest it upon this bench.
I've got this one here for you, man.
Thank you, Andrew.
You can take a seat here. We've journeyed from very far away.
Very far, a distant land. Yes.
How can I help you?
Light, please.
The winds of the cemetery were howling at that moment, and they needed to yell over its thick breezes.
I hope we are not too much of an intrusion. I know that you are visiting the grave of your parents, and I am sorry for your loss.
Well, thank you for the kind condolences.
Andrew, days you are as beautiful as a desert rose. Have you seen one before?
I didn't know roses could grow in the desert.
They can, but they are very rare, as your beauty is as well.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, I can tell.
Take a
From the-
seat, madam.
Nay.
Your heart contains.
No, Andrew, I must go above the grave.
Genus of that flora, you're coming to us today from Marrakesh.
Yes, I am. I've come specifically for you. You see, I require your assistance, for an ancient book has been stolen. From my family's archives. The most powerful book in existence. The book
Of truths?
Yes. The Book of Truths.
I don't believe you. That's a fairy tale.
It is not a fairy tale.
Mitch, hear him out. Maybe he's onto something.
You've heard of such a book then?
Of course.
Well, there's one chapter specifically that's the worst. It brings back the dead.
That's what the stories say.
The stories ring true.
You'd never be able to read that chapter with the book alone. Why, you'd need another artifact.
Yes, you do. But that artifact has been stolen as well. Andrew, please. My voice is parched.
Yes,
Finish it.
yes. The artifact has been stolen. That is why we sought you. We've traveled very far. You are the only one.
So the book's been stolen.
Yes.
And we need you to find it.
There was something left behind. A piece of paper with a symbol.
That's the sigil of House O'Keefe.
That's correct. The sigil of House O'Keefe. There you will find the clue to the relic that could possibly lead you to the right path. The House of Keith. That is where you will find the very cruel man.
That's right. I fled from the House of Keefe many years ago. I was taken in.
I've tussled with his henchmen many times before. You want me to go to the castle of my arch nemesis
Yes.
and ask him for this book back?
Yet, retrieve it in any way you can. This book is dangerous. Again, it has the power to bring back the dead.
Mitch, you know what this means?
If you'll excuse us for a second.
You have to go.
You do not believe me.
Daisy, I don't know. If this is even true, I'm not sure we should be meddling in things like this, but
It is true. We've seen it with our own eyes.
I will prove it to you. I must do this, for I can only do this one time. I only remember one small fragment of the spell. Andrew, I'm sorry.
oh my God! Police! Police!
Wait a moment. Each nurse. Oh, rise, Andrew, rise!
Oh my God!
The bullets have fallen out of his chest, and he is perfectly healed. Is that proof enough for you?
Holy shit!
Yes, that is the power, Mr. McCracken.
How could you do that to me?
I knew it would work, Andrew. You must trust me at all times.
I quit!
Fine.
I need to find another one.
Then it looks like we're headed off to Scotland.
Yes, you are. Please, you must hurry. God knows who will be resurrected. And how many.
And so, Mitch, along with his sister Daisy, and myself were on our way to Scotland. We found ourselves, at least in the film, traveling via a cargo ship. But in real life, what vehicle, can you guess, did we take to Scotland?
Blimp.
Armadillos.
I heard something over here.
Blimp.
I heard blimp. Yes, that is correct. High in the sky, over the Atlantic, filled with gases, was a blimp. Mitch McCracken, the lovely Daisy, and I were being served a nice dinner.
I'll sit here, thanks.
I'm sorry to inform you that this chef says that the cod is no longer in season, so you're going to have to choose something else. As a reminder, we have beef Wellington, and we also have the chicken.
I'll do the chicken, please.
Okay, chicken,
I'll do the beef.
beef, and
Chicken.
chicken. Chicken, beef, chicken. I'll be right back.
I still can't believe I agreed to take you along.
You've never been able to tell me no.
Could you send out the violinists?
Oh, sure. Oh, yes, of course. We are known for our violins.
So, Mitch, if you recall, in Scandinavia, we're having a discussion about perhaps something I wanted to do, and I never got a true answer from you. I was just wondering, if you could clarify.
I thought it over, Nick, and my answer is no. Not yet, anyway.
Chicken? Okay, you guys are... And George.
Your chicken. Please tell me if there's anything else I can get for you.
You know what? Actually, sorry.
Oh, yes, yes.
This one he's watching his cholesterol, so maybe if you have something vegetarian, maybe mushy, he'll take that.
Oh, sure. Yes, I know just the thing.
Sorry about it, Mitch. I want to watch out for you, and I want to show you that I'm a very caring and paternal figure.
It's a vegetarian goulash, sir. Enjoy.
Great, thank you. That'll be easier on my fillings.
Daisy, this chicken looks wonderful. We should dig in.
We should.
Oh, you should not cut that yourself. Allow me.
You're so kind.
Is that Chanel number 5 I smell?
It is.
Oh, Nick, it's so funny. This reminds me of that one time we were eating together in Bangkok, and we met those twins, and you said, oh, dear, don't cut your own food. Allow me to cut that. Oh, what a wild night we had that night with those twins. Wasn't that something?
You've never told me about this.
Well, what happens in Bangkok, it was many years ago, and they had frail hands.
But strong lips, eh?
Daisy, I just want you to know that whole life is behind me, okay? Just like this chicken, I am tender, I am juicy, and I'm losing the point of this. But I hope you get what I mean.
Of course I get what you mean. See, Mitch?
All right, listen. When we get to O'Keefe's castle, we're gonna have to sneak in. I've done some studying. It's an old castle. Not Middle Eastern, it's in Scotland.
Mr. O'Keefe, sir, are you sure it's such a good idea to go after the totem? I mean, to use the book, it will only get you so far, but then if you really want to raise all of the people from that graveyard in order to fuel...
Silence! I need it. I need the power to bring back all the people who have been taken from me. You know, at my height, I led legions of armies across the lands, and laid scourge to anyone who dared to stand in my way. But then, far off from across the world, from across the seas, came interlopers with mighty weapons, and they laid waste to my followers, and consigned me here to this pit of regret. But I shall indeed rise again. I shall find the book of truth, and with it the totem. And that totem, once it is magnified. Careful there, sir. Fix that. Once it is magnified by the blood of Mitch McCracken, then it shall not only bring back all of my hordes, but it shall bring back Griselda, my love, who can only be Thank you.
I only worry, sir, you've lost so much before. The totem is not even known to certainly exist.
It does exist, I tell you.
But could you stand it if it did not?
No, I cannot stand it. I will find the totem, and I will bring back Griselda, and Mitch McCracken will pay for the way he betrayed me.
I hope it's true. I'll be with you, you know that.
And so, as this was going on at the top of the castle, deep in its bowels, Mitch, Daisy, and I were going through its many treacherous traps in order to sneak in. The first of which, in the film, was a sewage system. In real life, it was not as icky. Can you guess what was the first step to sneak into the castle?
Rubber ducky.
A law office.
I heard trampolines. That is correct. In this particular Scottish castle, there were many trampolines at the bowels. And of course, the Scottish trampolinists guarding them.
Make it fast. I can't keep this up.
And she dismounted and faced us.
You try to cross this trampoline, you will have to get past me.
Very well. Should be fine as long as I don't get pinched in the springs.
That will happen. I wished I'd thought of that first.
Wait a minute, Mitch. This woman seems familiar to me. Oh, never mind. Nope, I don't know her. Wait. Keep going.
Do you know him?
No, she has a familiar looking face.
Everybody says that about my face. I don't know him, but I recognize you.
Well, wait a moment. You don't recognize me?
I don't recognize you, but I recognize him. He's not my type.
Wait a moment. That's not what you were saying when you were leading me into your trampoline-themed bedroom.
Oh my God, how could I forget? That last time, we were at the trampoline park in the Highlands, on the moors.
Oh crap, you're Nick Finch.
went secured
It
because...
was just last month.
Last month?
I thought you've been dating for 3 months, Nicholas.
She is lying! That was... last month.
It didn't mean anything. I'm more attracted to him.
What is wrong with you?
Daisy, I'm sorry! Look, it was for a quest, okay? We had meant nothing. I had to seduce her in order to get some springs that we needed to concoct a plane to get out of the highlands.
That's right. Now I remember. You're the human trampolinist.
I think
You give everybody a ride.
It's true. I feel shame, but it's true.
General O'Keefe. Aye. It appears that the trampolinist has been defeated. It was a magnificent battle in the air with Mitch McCracken. They flew at each other like jets. Good. I shall celebrate this first victory by walking successfully down. Master O'Keefe.
But the bad one!
Master O'Keefe, you misunderstand me. She has been defeated. I didn't do it again! He has gotten past our first leg. You doubt me?
I doubt that!
How could you betray me?
Father, I've come home. My little bairn.
What is this?
I've seen the other side, Father.
What? I have seen the other side, Father.
It's you!
The other side?
It was you all along!
Stop! I fear death no more. I have been there. That is not the end. Death is not the end, Father. You were right all along. I can take him out of here and leave me alone. No, him, of course.
I only wanted to give you a taste, Father. A taste of the power.
You were going to kill me.
Yes, but only to bring you back. You will come back stronger. Trust me, Father.
You can't
It's always
possibly trust
your
this.
favorite. Always your favorite.
I don't understand. How can you have been brought back from the dead?
Look at this scar. Huh?
But we don't have the book. We don't have the totem.
That's right. You need only know the incantations.
He's lying.
That's why I brought you back a souvenir. Someone who knows.
Bring him to me.
Yes, it was true. While we were on a quest to find the totem so we could read the book that would allow people to bring back the dead, this man here had memorized its power. And so they knew that he was the one person powerful enough to bring back the dead without the book. Let's see how that goes for him.
You betrayed me, Anjo.
You killed me!
But I brought you back!
You don't know. And when you come back different. You can only bring back one person at a time.
It was only
My
meant,
son, stand there.
it was only meant for one person.
Kill him.
Again!
Shoot him more, just because. You can save this bear.
Yes.
Then show me.
Never!
You'll do as you're told.
I'm not afraid to die.
And you'll die sooner than you think.
Nicht Straß. Kundras. Nessa!
I'm fine.
Yes, yes, I wasn't fully truthful. I memorized the entire book. But that's only to keep it safe, just in case it would fall in the hands of some cruel man like you. I know who you are.
Can you bring back all my hordes of soldiers?
Yes.
But can you bring back my Griselda?
Yes.
At that moment, the man thought of his oath, how he had promised to never do the bidding of an evil Scottishman. And so he did the only thing that he could do, was he took his own life.
I can't do all of those things.
In the films, of course, he had a cyanide capsule in his tooth. He bit into it, and he slowly foamed at the mouth and then dropped over. But in real life, what less gruesome way did he jump out?
You're on the sheet.
I heard something here. Jumped out of the window? Jumped out of the window, yes! Looking over the Scottish Highlands. There was a great big window.
Yes, I can do all of those things that you say.
Then my quest is at an end. I will be powerful again. My hordes will return.
Very well.
My Griselda will be brought back to me.
If you put me on that ledge, I will say the incantation over the whole land.
Yes, at once. Put him on the ledge.
Nick, Daisy, we've been all through this castle, and we haven't found a trace of the book or the totem. The last place to look is here, in this graveyard, in this courtyard, under this giant window.
Mitch, you have to remember, they have the book, but we have no idea where the totem is.
They have the book here.
Yes!
Never! You will never get us! Ha ha!
That is a very tall window.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to splat right in front of us.
So did I!
Courtyard.
Oh, God.
Daisy, don't look.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Why'd you do that? Oh, God! Because he's clearly a zombified, horrible monster. I just was trying to buy us time. Help me!
It's not loaded. Wait, look, up there. It's O'Keefe.
I will walk up slowly.
Oh, there he is.
Sire, look what the power does to people. It makes them mad.
That was not the true power. It was only a little bit. Not enough for my purposes. And anyway, he's dead and gone. Which means I still need the totem to rule the world and regain the love of my heart.
McCracken's here.
It's such a long way down.
And yet you can see it tiny on the horizon.
Mitch, wait, look, on this man.
His fabric. It's been imbued with his sweat. He had such a connection to the book that it's glowing. Why, it glows as it gets closer to the pages of the book. It must be down here in this courtyard somewhere. Under this stone. Of course, O'Keefe would put it in a low place, for he is terrible at walking down high things. We've got your book, O'Keefe!
And so, with the book in hand, we only needed the totem. Would Mitch find the totem before O'Keefe? Would he bring back his father? Find out after a 15-minute intermission.